Now, how do we approach to studies so that we would not feel like we are hopeless, that we can't remember anything? What would be important for you is to actually draw mind maps. So what I do know that you are going to take the exam, which is computer-based. So you do need a certain skill of typing. The majority of you have developed it so far, so it's not going to be a problem. But please don't rely too much on typing, because our brains, unfortunately, can't remember as well whatever we have typed compared to whatever you have written with your hand. Because whenever you are writing with your hand, you're doing more of this different manual work, because each and every letter is different compared to the typing. And also you look at whatever you're writing, so you are actually using different channels. In here, quite often you type and you don't look, you don't need to, right? Because you're quite professional in it. So mind maps are going to work for you because they are going to show you the progress, whatever you have done. And they are also going to be good source of revision, and they will let you to have control. So how do we do that? We will need paper. Okay, so it's I can't show you because my camera starts blocking it. Okay, this looks funny. But anyways, so we are going to need a piece of like A4 piece of paper, and I would suggest that you are going to use it for each and every major topic. So for example, if we don't look at the chapters, for example, you can have a single chapter which is called financial instruments, but within this chapter, you're going to have a separate worksheet when you are talking about I-32, and that's how liability versus equity, what is the recognition. Then a separate one for liabilities, for assets, accounting, and then about hedging, and then about the impairment. And make sure that you are writing down your key approach, because that is going to actually make sure that you are not rushing through the materials, because you do understand that with the writing, you actually have to make sure that you have read everything, that you made stops, and you will also have to engage different sources of memory. And mind maps are going to be important source of revision. And that is what you need to do when you watch videos, especially since we know that sometimes when we watch videos, our mind takes us elsewhere. On top of these mind maps, we need to make sure that you attempt past papers, because that is going to help your brain to understand what is the context of the knowledge and how it's going to be tested. Because let's imagine that someone teaches you music. Well, yeah, so great, but that's a different way, different consequences if you are tested on your ability to listen to the music and just transcribe it, or when you have to listen and then sing. These are different skills, and as such, you need to train for it differently. So start attempting past papers as soon as possible so that you would have the right focus. And make sure that you have a plan visualized. So literally look at the chapters, make sure that you leave 2 weeks for the revision. That would be the perfect time for the revision, if you don't have more, of course, and set a plan. Even if now it looks like a killer plan, well, it's just not possible to pass the papers. Otherwise, you need to make sure that you have enough time for practice, and make sure that you put these tick marks, that you give yourself this dopamine of checking the boxes of whatever you have passed. And that is basically it. So if it comes to what could help you to motivate yourself to study. These are these 10 major steps and also some life hacks as to how to study. If you have any questions, you can ask them. Thank you to those who have joined me live. Do you have any questions? Okay. Well, if there are no more questions, then thank you everyone for joining me today. And I hope you're going to join me for the upcoming lecture sessions on these skills that are ACCA wide. And have a great evening. And I will see you next. Bye.